The learning objective I will be talking about this week is discussing the influence of beginners observing other beginners as they practice the skill. As we learned in this module, it has been proven how when individuals observe a skill before trying it themselves, they are more likely to pick up on the skill easily, compared to those who have no idea what the skill consists of and are just told to perform the skill before observing anyone attempt it. Yet, there is a different influence given when beginners observe advanced people versus observing people that are also beginners attempting the skill. For instance, when observing an advanced person on the skill, the beginner gains understanding on developed coordinated movements, patterns in earlier practice than those who did not observe the skill. So they get those patterns of what they're supposed to do in order to be able to achieve the goal. So, for instance, in the sport of tennis, if you're a beginner attempting to do the skill of serving when observing a player perform the skill, you can gain understanding of the position you are standing in and can observe the force the individual uses. So, for example, you're a beginner watching a pro tennis player do a backhand or do a serve. You see what works for them, and then that way you could start coordinating what you're gonna do when you attempt the skill yourself as a beginner. When beginners observe other beginners practice a skill, they can learn and encourage them to problem solve in order to do the action goal of the skill. Basically, it encourages the beginner to look for solutions and avoid strategies that didn't work for the other person. For instance, if the beginner is observing the skill of shooting a basketball, if the person doing the skill is shooting too hard, the beginner observing can start problem solving to not make the same mistake. So they are learning from other mistakes or successes. So basically, you're just seeing what works for them or what doesn't work for them, and then you're tweaking it so when it's your turn to do the skill.